Hello everyone and welcome to my review for Jujutsu Kaisen chapter 118. So, we got a pretty good chapter this week. After seeing the reveal of Mahoraga, we were wondering, holy shit, this thing was able to kill someone with Gojo's power. Just how insane is this thing? And it turns out, it's pretty fucking nuts. So essentially the way Mahoraga's power works is he gets hit with a curse technique. The 8-handled wheel thing on his head spins around, and his wounds heal, and then he becomes completely immune to the curse technique. That's fucking insane. It's so fucking insane that Sukuna is forced to use his domain expansion, which we have not seen him do ever, I think. I don't recall Sukuna ever actually using his domain expansion. Unless it was very early on in the series. But, not even Jogo, who, at the time, seems to have been the most powerful of the high-grade spirits, wasn't even able to force Sukuna to do that. So that just goes to show you how insane Mahoraga is. If I had to place it on a scale, because he's not able to kill Sukuna from what we've been able to see. Because Sukuna is a cursed technique user right now. Right now he's a Jujutsu sorcerer, like Chozo. So, Sukuna himself says that Mahoraga's positive energy sword would just kill him if he was a cursed spirit. But because he's inhabiting Yuji's body, it doesn't, one-shot him. Sukuna is still able to, fight back against him. But with the curse immunity thing, he's top 3. Mahoraga is top tier. We have a new top tier character out of nowhere. I would probably put it Gojo, then 15 Fingers Sukuna, and then Mahoraga, because we still haven't seen what Sukuna can do within his domain, which we can probably safely assume will be insane. But it's also possible we haven't seen the full extent of what Mahoraga is capable of, because it's also a possibility that if Sukuna's guaranteed attack does not kill Mahoraga immediately, that Mahoraga then becomes immune to it. So it's extremely powerful. If you think about the potential of Mahoraga's immunity, essentially Gojo's techniques, if it didn't immediately kill Mahoraga, then it wouldn't do anything. So, what's Gojo's most powerful technique, other than Immeasurable Void? Probably the, purple, the reverse curse technique. I think that's what it was. He hasn't used it in a while. But that thing is kind of crazy. It was what he used to kill Toji. He wiped out, I think that's what he used during the, Goodwill, event arc. If that thing doesn't kill Mahoraga immediately, and since Mahoraga is a cursed spirit, it's a Shikigami, it would then become immune to it. So, think back to when Gojo first used the technique on Toji, and he killed Toji by, erasing half of his chest. That would not work on Mahoraga. Mahoraga would just spin his little wheel around and then become immune to purple. Which is fucking nuts when you consider the potential that this thing has. So, I'm not sure if Megumi's going to get control of it this arc, because this thing is, it's high tier. So, it's possible that he won't control it, Sukuna will probably kill Mahoraga himself, which would then result in Megumi not getting to use Mahoraga whenever he wants. Unless he, comes in and steals Sukuna before he can get in the finishing blow. But probably later on, as, an important moment in the story, because, apparently Sukuna is maybe going to try and escape Yuji's body or something. That's apparently a possibility. I assume that's what he was talking about with Urayume. We're going to need Megumi to be top tier. We need the big 3 to be top tier. We've already got that right now with Yuji having 15 of Sukuna's fingers. If Megumi gets control of Mahoraga, he'll be top tier. and we need Nobara to get some kind of upgrade. So hopefully she'll be getting one of those soon. But yeah, the last thing I wanted to talk about is the new name for Sukuna's domain expansion. I don't know if it's always been this, but I recall it being called Demonic Ferritory. I don't know if that was in an old scan. Because when I started reading the series, like the first, I want to say like 30 or 40 chapters were not translated by Viz. They were translated by like some random translation group. So it's possible Malevolent Shrine was always the name of it, unless it's changed. Like the actual name of the domain expansion changed, either because Gege decided they wanted it to have a different name, or maybe Sukuna gaining more power led to some kind of development in the technique. It does look kind of different from how we've normally seen it, but that is probably because of the angle we're seeing it at. Who knows? So next week we're going to see what Sukuna can do in his domain expansion, and I hope it's fucking crazy. Maybe it's like maybe that big mouth thing will try and eat Mahoraga or something. Who knows? Because I think Sukuna makes a lot of mentions of like wanting to taste someone's techniques or something, so like eating stuff, and you have to eat his fingers to regain his power. So I guess like eating and tasting things is a pretty common motif for Sukuna, so it would make sense for it to be something like that. But I guess we'll have to wait until next week to find out. So, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I do Jujutsu Kaisen reviews every week, and if you enjoy discussing Jujutsu Kaisen with other people, you should check out my Discord server. I'll have a link in the description below. If you enjoy other series such as Record of Ragnarok, Chainsaw Man, Kengan Omega, Solo Leveling, and Bleach, I do videos on those series as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around.